1 in 2 women are turned away from crisis accommodation every night. And there's over 55,000 homeless women in Australia every night. Only 1 in 2 who actually make contact with services can be accommodated, mostly due to a lack of beds. And so Women's Community Shelters is looking at establishing more shelters to cater for that need. It's a growing need, and we see large numbers of older women, young pregnant women, migrant women with visa issues who need that support through crisis accommodation. It gets you right in the heart. As a woman, you can understand terrible situations that people could get into, and you want to help and you want to make a difference, and it's really critical. Making a difference is a key part of what we're looking to do. A lot of people think it doesn't happen in affluent areas or areas where it's a higher socio-economic level. The fact is that mental illness, domestic violence can happen anywhere, and they happen right across the socio-economic spectrum. And so being in a situation where an organisation like Women's Community Shelters can help those women is absolutely fantastic. The impact we have is to be able to connect people back to the world again after a crisis, and I think that's a really critical part of what we do, is to have the privilege of being part of somebody's life at a time when they really need some assistance, to be able to empower them and support them and encourage them, help give them the tools they need to get their life back on track. The shelter that we're setting up in the Hornsby-Ku-ring-gai local government areas will cost around $400,000 a year to run. If any businesses, local philanthropists or individuals would like to contribute towards a particular position in the shelter, then that would be a most welcome contribution. Now, there are also plenty of other kinds of assistance that can be provided around a shelter. For example, a local supermarket or grocery could provide groceries for the weekly shop. A local butcher could supply a joint of meat once a week for a weekly roast. Well, if there are any local tradesmen who would like to donate their time and efforts to doing repairs around the building, even something like building a community garden would be a wonderful way of creating more community around the shelter. Women's Community Shelters is part of the collective because we think it's a fabulous collective impact idea. And it's wonderful to be in a space where people have ideas and who want to connect up with each other. I think it's a wonderful opportunity for business, NGOs, government to come together and try something that's really new and different. There's a lot of social capital and community involvement in the northern Sydney areas, and I think this could really get off the ground into something big. I'm very much looking forward to connecting up Women's Community Shelters with local businesses and enterprises in the area to get behind this women's shelter and support it too.